Hey guys, this is Thor Gecko. This is my unboxing. I won an auction for the RAACA #2 auction. That's the Reptiles and Amphibian Charity Auctions on Facebook. We passed California Agriculture. I got this, the donor is from Reno, Nevada, so a lot of you California residents know that every time, well, most of the times you get animals, Customs, the California Agriculture, USDA takes a look at what's in the box, even though, you know, people will clearly say what's in the box. But, yeah, so far so good. No holes in the box. I don't like putting holes when it's super freezing outside. But, so I'm glad that there isn't. Alright, so the heat pack is on the side, right next to the animal. And that's pretty good for keeping them warm. I usually tape it to the top of the styrofoam on the inside, but it's not that big of a deal. This animal is giant, possible supergiant. From what I understand, the parents from Gary Uno were a supergiant red stripe to supergiant emerine project where he's breeding out albino, crossed to a giant fascio from Steve Sykes, which there's no giant fascios, so I'm guessing that it was just a big fascia, which all of the fascios are rather large. So we will see. I mean, you can tell that there's the fascio influence. Really long tail, so from that whole supergiant stuff, you know, most likely, I mean, I know a lot of Gary Uno stuff, and it's quite possible that, you know, he has supergiant stuff. A lot of his stuff is giant. So I'm just going to set up her tub real quick while you guys look at her. She's pretty much your basic, normal color pattern phase. Color pattern morph, whatever you want to call it. And she's alive, looks healthy. Grab a couple of my Gen Pack #2s, that's what I use. Don't mean to rhyme today, but it just came out that way. Oh, I'm so good. But, yeah, she looks healthy. We'll see how she does with her quarantine. I'm always skeptical. This animal was donated by Beatrice's Reptiles, which, after I had placed my winning bid, I found out that it's a younger child who owns it, and her mother takes care of like the shipping and stuff, so, which is totally fine. I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere. But yeah. So that's another thing when you're doing these auctions. You know, even though somebody says something, I mean, this girl is supposedly has no pets, which, if it really is truly a giant line fascio that was crossed to it, then it's probably from something Steve has of Godzilla, which is a Tremper albino supergiant. So, you never know. But anyways, I'm going to move this other stuff so we can go ahead and look at how she is going to be set up for the time being. This is a 32 quart tub. That is how I would like to house all of my supergiants. And she will, of course, she will be getting some superworms, just a few, because this is her quarantine. So I will just give her some of the little ones we have here, and I will put some of the powder on it. Everybody here is ovulating, so this one will be going in the quarantine rack, which is pretty empty right now. So, food on the cool side. Let's get over here. Hot hide with paper towel underneath. Cool hide, paper towel underneath. She will also be getting one of the standard female lay boxes. I will go ahead and put this here. Take the cover off. No tape. I recommend using tape on the deli cups just because. And we'll go ahead and have her come out and check out the area. But I will let her do that on her own just because I don't want any issues. So, this has been Thor Gecko with my unboxing from Beatrice's Reptiles in Reno, Nevada. I hope you all tune in to the next RAACA auction, which I hear is going to be in... Whoops. Wrong way. I hear it's going to be this summer, which I'm not too thrilled about, but, you know, what can you do? I was hoping there'd be something sooner, and, yeah. Don't forget to donate to these auctions. They raised over $50,000 this time and over $40,000 in December. So that's over $90,000 in December and January put together. That's crazy. Imagine what you could do with the other 10 months, you know? We could get a whole other, you know, well, what's $100,000 times 10? You know, that's $1 million. So everybody really needs to participate in these, and when you put it into perspective like that, when you could get, you know, well, no, maybe I'm going a little ahead of myself. 10 months, oh god, Thor Gecko's doing math. 10 months, if you do $100,000 every 2 months, okay, $500,000, which, you know, would be $600,000 a year if you did an auction every month, provided that people come to it. I mean, you're going to run out of people donating. Except for me, I donated one of my best white-faced Super Raptors, and I will do it again. I will do it every auction. I will donate something from my really, really, really nice stuff. Oh, and something that I just now noticed. They actually put the, wow, that's quite a serial number for a gecko. A giant normal female. Hatched 9/28/13. So she is 4 months old, and from what I understand, she's 40 grams when the auction took place. So she's right on that giant, super giant growth pattern. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited. I mean, I will test breed a Super Raptor to her first, that is for sure, because red stripes and emerines and giant stuff is normally hit for Tremper, but there's also hidden stuff floating around lately, you know. Red stripe, you're talking about red stripe Bells and red stripe Las Vegas. So, we'll test her. We'll see what happens. I mean, if I don't get any albinos from her from the Super Raptor, we'll head over to Bell. And, you know, if I don't get anything from that, we'll head to Rainwater. And then after I've kept 3 years of all these holdbacks, you know, if she does turn out to be a super giant, we'll start getting some super giant Bells and super giant Rainwaters, you know? Who knows what will happen. But if after for her 4th year breeding, we will go to that special project I showed you guys. You know, the one that's like got stuff that's supposed to be pure and het for nothing, but with stuff floating around inside of it. So she can go to that to turn that stuff into super giants, which would be nice because in 4 years, hopefully, we have from that project what we're told we're going to have as an end result. So that is that. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes, which we got 15 seconds left. So have fun, guys. Be safe. Donate to your auction supporting USARK. They need our money, and we need to give it to them. So I'll see you guys later.